The image above makes the statement that DACA is actually threatening the US political stability by means of the Democrats using it as a tool. So the cartoon says DACA now or the country gets it, with a image of a man wearing a Democratic pin with sunglasses that says Shutdown as he holds a gun to the Capitol. That seems obviously resistant. So the objective of the cartoon is by using images such as a gun to portray violence and aggression, exclamation points in just the sentence of DACA now, or the country gets it, just really portrays the Democratic Party right now in the current political stance as a really threatening and violent, aggressive party on the topic of DACA. Furthermore, the response of the Capitol to be frowning as if it's a victim to the Democratic Party, as if it's not an equal in the conversation of DACA, but the fact that it's actually being a victim of the situation of DACA. So these are all just gestures that are used in the cartoon to kind of portray the image of the Democrats being an aggressive and hostile individual party relating to DACA. My response to this image is that the Democrats have not been demanding DACA by means of hostile requests or hostile actions, but in fact demanding DACA because of the need. And so there's a huge difference in demanding something because of the need versus demanding it because of the gain. And so the Democrats actually gain very little because of the allowing of a temporary stay for 800,000 illegally brought into the U.S. Individuals. But the Democratic Party actually does not gain a lot from that, but they do gain in the sense that these individuals gain. It's more of a you win, I win kind of mentality. So the attack saying that the Democrats are holding the U.S. Capitol hostage through these negotiations about DACA, about the deal, about the wall, about any of these immigration policies that have come up in modern politics with the Trump administration, with the revoking of the DACA policy, makes it seem as if this is not a dialogue, when in truth we know that the Congress and the House of Representatives are a bipartisan legislature and that there is an equal say from Democrats and Republicans. Furthermore, in response to this, both parties are actually controlled by the Republicans right now, the House and the Congress. The House and the Senate. So all of Congress is controlled by the Republican Party, and therefore the stance that the Democrats are having a threatening posture towards the U.S. Capitol on the topic of DACA seems irrelevant and seems quite implausible, considering that they aren't the majority, that the White House is also controlled by a Republican, and that this is the sole topic in the conversation of a larger overarching conversation of immigration. So all in all, my response to this picture by Ben Garrison is that although the conversations might be hostile in their nature, and although there is going to be some tension regarding it, it is not solely the Democrats that led to a government shutdown. It's an agreement from the Republicans and the Democrats on what is happening. The fact that DACA is a commonly brought up topic might be true, and it might be relevant. But that is not the sole topic that leads to a budget cut or a budget reformation that would lead to a shutdown. The defining factor of the shutdown was the fact that the government couldn't decide on a budget. Furthermore, where DACA fits into that is important, but it is so minute and minuscule compared to the overarching thing that to narrow that down and say this is the sole